look in the mirror, man, you're so dirty. Yeah, you look so dirty. You were never worthy. Lately, it's you.
Welcome to the Jeremy Hill Show. If you're easily triggered, leave now, because this is not the show for you. Now, in many videos, I've told you that most women will enter into a relationship with their hands up, their guards up. They got their shield up in the air, excuse me, and they got their sword fully drawn, because they always expect the worst case scenarios when it comes to dating. Now, what I'm going to show you is how a woman teaches other women to prepare herself for a relationship of struggle love, to already expect the worst case scenario. And this is the warped mindsets of modern day women. So let me go ahead and put it on the screen for you. Hold on one second, y'all. Boom. Oops. There it is. I want you to listen to this, man. Let's get it.
Ladies, if you are thinking about having kids, if you are thinking about having another kid, only consider having a child if you are fully prepared to raise them by yourself. I don't care if you're married. I don't care if you're in the best relationship. You guys are soulmates. That person may not be there forever, okay? But more so than just taking care of the child, financially, if you are not able to take care of a child fully by yourself, you do not need to be having one. When a relationship ends, everyone is hurting, and everyone, goes through their mourning phase and to death, and you go through that process. And ladies, when you finally start getting yourself together and loving yourself, and you no longer make him a priority, you're not checking his social media, you're not worried about him, the only way he can get to you is through those children. He will.
I want you to understand something, y'all. I agree with the point when I think both man and woman should be financially able to raise a child. But I'm meaning as a wife and husband. This woman is telling you that even though you are interested in a man, and this seems like the good man, you're in love with this man and he's loving you. Granted, some relationships fall apart. I understand that. But she's telling women to already be ready or prepared for the worst case scenario, to already see themselves as a single mother raising the child or children alone. So that means that a woman will have to hide money, have secret bank accounts, not being fully transparent to the man when it comes to her money, so she can save her money and mooch off the man that she's currently with, even though the relationship has not broken up yet. The only way you can do that is to be deceptive and sneaky. And when a woman thinks this may not work out in the beginning, then she's not going to love you 100% fully. She's not going to love you properly, gentlemen, because in the back of her head, this shit may not work out anyway. So she has an exit plan. A woman today, it's crazy. Women today have exit plans as soon as they enter into relationships, and it should not be so. And if you think that there's a possibility that this relationship is not going to work out, then you should not be in that relationship, especially a marriage, or especially if you're having children. That is asinine, man. It makes no sense. But let's keep going.
He will do whatever he can to get to you, to disrupt your peace, to slow you down, to stop your glow up. And they do it through money. They know that it is almost impossible to raise a child on one income in this society. They know that you both agreed when you had the baby that it was a team effort. But a lot of men, when things are not going their way, when they are mad at you, when they see you are moving on, when they see that they don't have the ability to ruffle your feathers emotionally, you don't care who they're with, you don't care what they're doing, you don't care why they're doing it. He is a thing of the past. The only thing that he has is the ability to control you through money. He will either give you nothing at all or make promises that you then depend on, and then he won't come through and you are stuck.
Now, I want you to see what she just did. She did a gender role reversal. Because what she's describing, to be honest with you, is how modern day baby mamas act. You don't really hear of men doing that. In fact, the statistical data shows improves, and you can look it up for yourselves, that when men raise children, or when a man is raising a child, that child's outcome is better than a child being raised by a single mother or children being raised by single mothers. You get what I'm saying? Now, if you got that type of man who causes all that problem, you chose him. You chose a Pookie. You chose all that. You can't say all men are like that. It's the men that you chose. Again, these women are entering into relationships fearful, already thinking it's going to fail. And of course, they want to put all the blame on the man, as if a man who is productive. Now, this is what I don't understand. If you got a man that is productive, who has his own shit and stuff like that, why all of a sudden you trying to make his character change? Because first you said you in love with him, to the point where you give him children. After you give him children, now he's a boogeyman. Now he doesn't want nothing to do with you, and he's trying to attack you through your money. That doesn't make any sense to me. But let's keep going.
Most mothers, when you are a good mother and your child comes to you and says, I want to do gymnastics, I want to be in the band, I want to play football, and all of this stuff costs money. Good mothers don't say we can't afford it. Good mothers don't say no. You know what good mothers say? Give me some time to figure it out. And that's when the sleepless nights come in. That's when you get a second and third job. We get used to doing it by ourselves. We get used to being the one to be at the doctor's appointments and the teachers' conferences and getting the kids ready for school and figuring out the daycare and the childcare. We get used to that. We rise to the occasion. Where we hurt the most is financially. And if you can get yourself in a position where whether or not he does the right thing, you guys will be okay, I promise you, your life will change for the better. Your stress level will change for the better. You do not have to hold yourself hostage depending on his behavior. So if you are not at a point in your life where you can do that, don't have another kid. Even if you're...
You shouldn't have a kid at all. I don't understand this, man. Of course, women make less money than men do. We all know this. Again, women gotta learn how to vet men properly. But gentlemen, I want you to understand that when you're dealing with modern women, this is what you're going to get. Women who are already plotting on you behind your back, thinking the relationship going to fail, so she's gonna hide her monies and stuff like that from you so she can have an exit plan. That's all I gotta say.
You are not at a point in your life where you can do that, don't have another kid. Even if you're a stay-at-home mom, at least have a skill, at least have something that you can fall back on financially, so that if in the event you are the sole person caring for these kids, you are always able to provide for them. Because I'm telling you, I don't care how good a man is, how great the relationship is, when he cannot get to you emotionally, he will try to get to you financially.
And that is the BS that men are facing today. Man. Well, anyway, I'll be talking to y'all pretty soon. Y'all take it easy now.